Hey, so today is Thursday, August the 20th, 2026, and here is the main sweet potato patch that I've been planting sweet potatoes for several years. And I just wanted to talk about how when I planted them earlier this year, I don't remember exactly when, it was probably sometime in May, usually it's when I plant it, sometime in that month. Um, the, uh, the plants at first did not do very well. Uh, They were looking diseased. They were looking kind of eaten a little bit by bugs. They were eaten. Some of them were curling up, some of the leaves. And we were going through a drought at the time, so I was watering them with water from the rain trough. But eventually, I was like, you know what? I think they're dying, and I'm not going to waste water on plants that are just dying. So I stopped watering them, and I figured that they'd be dying pretty quickly, that their death would follow very quickly after that. Um, well, it didn't. They just kind of, for a couple of days, they just kind of stay the way they were. And, a couple of days after that, I noticed a couple of them seemed to be rallying a bit. So I was like, oh, you're rallying. Okay, I'll water you a little bit. And then I saw a couple others looked like they were rallying too. And so I started watering them. And then, a day or two later, a couple more looked like they were pulling through as well. So I was like, oh, so we might actually have some sweet potatoes in this patch this year. We might actually, half the plants might actually come through. Where I was expecting this entire plot to just die up. Well, eventually, they all pulled through, and eventually it rained. Um, but um, but now you can see they're flourishing as usual. We've been having pretty steady rain, um, and pretty steady heat too. But we got a new plot over here, by the way, this year. This is the first time plot right here, and that did well all the way through. And there were never any problems with this one, but this one struggled at first, but it pulled through. This is the 6th year I've been growing potatoes in this spot, so I'm gonna have to think about either doing some major work to the soil to try to beef it up again, or to maybe give it a rest and maybe grow something else there, because they don't want to grow the same crop in the exact same spot for too long, right? But yeah, they're doing well, and I just want to talk about how sometimes when you think that that the end has come, it ain't. Sometimes things just pull through, and plants can be amazing like that. Life can be amazing like that. Um, it's another almost month and a half until harvest time. Usually harvest around the end of September, beginning of October. But that's always an exciting time to tear it all down and see what's underneath. You never know. You never know, and it's a root crop. What's under this? You're always wondering what's under the surface. See all this greenery. It's like, I hope there's something under all this greenery. Um, but usually is, and it's usually really exciting because this plant tends to surprise one, and it always brings up more than you expect in places that you don't expect. But if it does well, anyway, and it's a great crop to grow if you have the space and the time, and it stores really well. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to say. Is that I thought they were goners, they pulled through, hooray! And now it's another month and change to see what the result is. Anyway, thanks for listening. Bye.